What's up, guys? It's your boy JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS, back with another video to help you make money on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, and many other platforms tonight. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we'll be putting out on a daily basis, and check out that pinned link in the comments below. That's where for $14.99 a month, you'll find a Patreon link that'll get you instant access to our Discord. There you'll find all the tips, advice, players to tail, tickets to tail, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, and many other platforms tonight. So, broke our streak yesterday. What can we say? Jeremy Sohan, whatever. You're killing me. He killed us. He absolutely killed us. And then it was just kind of a weird day, wasn't it? So, we had the Giants quarterback. I'm so jumble-brained right now, can't even think. Tyrod Taylor got injured, in the first half, so luckily that was a reboot. And then our defensive pick hit. He got Rudy Ford, got all 6 tackles that we needed him to, so everything looked at least somewhat on track, right? Then we get to the late basketball games, and oh boy, Sohan, man. Had him for over 10.5 points, right? The odds were actually really high, according to Vegas anyway, at a minus 140 for him to go over 10.5, right? Oh, man. The man took, I think it was a total. I stopped keeping track because it was making me want to cry. But I think by late in the fourth quarter, he had taken a total of 2 shots. Missed them both. What are you going to do? Again, like I've said before in these videos, you can't control what these guys do once they hit the court or the field or the pitch or whatever it may be, or the ice. It is what it is. All we can do is keep putting you guys in the best possible position to cash, which, if you checked out our videos a couple of days before that, both days, full sweeps, baby, 5 of 5. Yesterday, not so much. That's okay. Today is bounce back day, baby. We've got some really fire props for you guys to tail. First, let's go over some of the things that we've got going on in the Discord. Right here, actually, let's just take a look down here. So we got some real jokesters in the Discord here. Sparrow Jones, shout out to you, brother. He says, "Hey John, when is the video going live?" I say, "Filming now." He's like, "Hi YouTube." He loves me. Love you too, Sparrow. And No says, "Johnny the best on YouTube." And we already know what I gotta do for No. Boom. So imagine when we get 50,000 people in here, then we famous because we know John. I don't know, man. Maybe infamous. I'm not sure about famous. But anyhow, let's go over some of the winners that we had from yesterday. We did have some, although the YouTube ticket did not do so well. We did fairly decent in our posted picks for these guys to tail. So as you can see here, Manny Moo, brand new guy, got that leaf right next to him. Shout out to you, Manny. He hit on a 4-man here, took 28 and made it 280. Gotta love it. That's big profit, baby. Paid for the Discord for a few months there, didn't you, Manny Moo? So we're looking at A.J. Brown over 89.5 receiving yards. Thielen over 14.5 fantasy score. Porter over 8.5 rebounds and assists. And then Kamara over 13.5 rush attempts. All hit straight down the line. Boom, baby. Big boom. So in the Discord, what I did for these guys, it's like I said, obviously, what I put out on the YouTube tickets is not all we do. We're putting out multiple tickets a day. We've recently limited ourselves to 6 a day. So, but we're always posting little add-ons, either in our community section. I'll go over some of the sections we have here. The community tickets. I don't want to give away what these guys are putting out because you're going to have to join to get all that. But community tickets. We've got bump replacements, which we'll go over here in just a minute because I do have 4 regular picks for you, and then I have 2 bump replacements just in case these guys bump, which they probably will because they're great picks. So sleeper tickets we post, obviously. underdog tickets as well. Golf, NBA, all the individual sports or all the individual categories that you can prop bet in, all of them, we post tickets in all of these guys. So there's always something going on, always something for you guys to tail and make money on. We're never going to leave you high and dry. There hasn't been one day that's gone by since we started this thing where I haven't posted at least 2 to 3 tickets myself. So always money to be made, guys, and we're always out there helping you try to make it. Simple as that. Let's get back to our shout outs. So Woody Wood, what's good? Like to see a few dubs there from you. No, boom. Here's big. Oh, this man right here. Okay, so this is a 6-man that we were absolutely convinced was going to save the day because, again, our YouTube ticket did not do so well, so everybody was kind of bummed out, a little bit down. So Sharp Bets himself, the individual gentleman that he is, I am not Sharp Bets, I am JohnPick, put out a 6-man, a big old 6-banger, and man, it looked so good. Embiid hit, Brogdon hit, Şengün hit, Thompson hit. Then we got to the later game, Fox hit, and Barnes. This man had, if I'm not mistaken, I think he had 9 points and rebounds, or it might have been 8, but at halftime. So we're like, let's go, baby. Big 6-banger gonna save the day. The man Houdini'd in the second half. I mean, disappeared, nowhere to be found, face on a milk carton, all that fun stuff. This man was poof, gone. He was on the court, but he wasn't playing basketball. Anyhow, it is what it is. So we got a 5 out of 6 on that one. As you can see, double your money is always good. We've gotten these guys used to the fact that, you're not going to win every single ticket, guys. You're just not going to. No matter how good you think you may be, no matter how well you know all these players, there's always something's going to happen. There's always outlying factors that you just cannot control, like Tyrod Taylor getting injured yesterday. What are you going to do? Luckily, PrizePicks is nice enough to give us a reboot on that. So appreciate your PrizePicks. But anyhow, don't let me ramble too much. You got a 2-pick hitter right here, Eckler and Mooney. You got another 2-pick hitter, so that's No Jumper, one of the OGs. Shout out to you, brother. Finessed, another OG that just recently got back since basketball started up. Welcome back. Love to see the dubs already coming in. As you can see, you got a $5 into 50 right here. And then I believe you've got another 5 into 50 right here. So, guys, these guys are getting it done on a daily basis, baby. We are making this money, son. Even on days where the YouTube ticket isn't hitting. It's like I've said many times in these videos before, we still cash, baby. YouTube is not the only tickets that we put out. We're putting out bangers all day, every day. So here's a quick trip through the winner circle. Don't let me get sidetracked on my shout outs here. Twinner, shout out to you, brother. And then you've got Christy Lloyd. Hey, Christy, shout out to you. The algorithm. So lots of winners from yesterday, guys. Not as many as we'd like, but that's the way it goes sometimes, right? You cannot win them all. If you could win every single ticket, PrizePicks would not exist. Underdog would not exist. Vegas would not exist if everyone won every gamble they took. That's not how it works. I think you seasoned vets out there definitely know that. So again, let's not waste too much time today. Let's get into our picks. We got a lot to go over. So the first one being, what the heck? Let me just resize that real quick for you. So, no, not Jaylen Brown. You hush, you go away. So, although Jaylen Brown is a fairly decent pick, I did not mean to click that. So, Jimmy Butler discount. Now, I have not been so hot on the discounts they've been offering lately, mostly because this number right here is usually pretty, or just way too low, honestly. They've been offering like 12%, 13% discount. What are you doing, PrizePicks? Like, how dumb do you think we are? Don't answer that. PrizePicks off. Clearly, you think we're very, very dumb. Now, at 26% off, that's more than a quarter off. I mean, hey, let's do it. I love Jimmy to go over 16.5 points against Milwaukee. No reason at all why he can't do that. Only got 14 against Boston, but, that's his one game this season, as you can see, if you include preseason, which you shouldn't, that he did not reach his goal. So, let's go ahead and pop him in. Love him in the lineup. We're going to make him one of our 4 bangers today. So there's Jimmy Butler over 16.5 points. It's a discounted number, so I shouldn't have to go too much into detail as to why we chose that. Now, moving on to pick 2, we've got Scotty Barnes, one of our heroes from the other day. only we've got him in a different category. We don't have him for rebounds today. We have him on points. Please don't have bumped. Please don't have bumped. 17.5 for Scotty Barnes. Odds look great. Let's take a look at his history here. Ooh, green beans, baby. Love it. So 24, 22, and 17 were his totals. So just barely missed the mark in first opening game and opening night. But past that, against Chicago, 22. Against Philly, 24. Love it. Lock it in. Let's put that in our lineup, right? So those are your two basketball for tonight. We've also got one football and one baseball, since we've got the World Series and Monday Night Football going on tonight. I'm so excited I can't even speak. But yeah, guys, lots of exciting stuff going on tonight, and we're trying to maximize the profit that you could receive from said exciting sporting events. Robert Spillane over 7.5 tackles and assists tonight against Detroit. So a few reasons why we love this pick. So Robert Spillane is a very productive linebacker for the Las Vegas Raiders. The fact that he plays in Las Vegas is like, oh man, he may be on the inside and may screw us, right? Well, yeah, it's very possible. But no, I think he's good to go. And so let me show you why. So far this season, combined is what you want to look at, right? So tackles and assists, you're looking at tackles right here, you're looking at assists right here, and this is the combined number. This is the number that we want to look at. He went over this in his last game against Chicago. He went just under this in the game before that against New England, but above that line against Green Bay, a little bit below against the Chargers, a little bit below against Pittsburgh. But okay, let's go ahead and look at before that. So, but then he had 14 against Buffalo, and then a little bit below against Denver. Now, not all of these numbers translate to where we want to be. We need him to get 8 tackles and assists, combined tackles and assists. So as you can see, as far as covering that line, he's done it 1, 2, 3 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks so far. So only 3 out of 7. Don't really love that number, right? It's not looking super great. Well, here's the big news that pushes him over the edge for me. The leading tackler on the Raiders is out tonight, and that's Diablo is his last name. What a football name. Holy crap, right? So, but he was the beast, taking up just sucking up all the tackles and assists. So now that he's out, Spillane's going to be the main man out there, getting the tackles, getting the assists, just playing defense, right? Detroit should have the ball. They should control the ball quite a bit. There should be a lot of running game, I would expect, tonight from Detroit. So that lends itself to Robert Spillane absolutely being in the perfect position to go over 7.5 tackles and assists tonight for the Raiders against the Lions. So that's pick 3. Now, pick 4 is going to be baseball from the World Series, and I personally love Corbin Carroll to go over. Where's his category? Here we go. 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs tonight in World Series game. What are we in? Game 2? Against the Rangers. So the Rangers are pitching Max Scherzer tonight. He's had some pretty rocky starts this postseason. Add on to that Corbin Carroll, although he hasn't had the absolute best postseason, he has been very productive in the past couple of games, and we expect that to continue tonight against the Rangers. Great matchup for him being a lefty, and Scherzer being a right-handed pitcher. There you go. That's about all we need to know. The odds are definitely in his favor. I believe they're minus 140 or minus 135 on DraftKings. So, and again, guys, all of these picks here, all 4 of these are at least minus 135 or above on DraftKings. So, great picks, great odds. Lock them in, guys. Love these picks. Now, what I'm going to do for you today is a little bit different than what we've been doing. I'm worried that probably Scotty Barnes and more than likely Robert Spillane will be bumped. They're not going to bump the discount on Jimmy Butler, and you'll never see hits, runs, and RBIs bumped. Very, very rarely does that ever happen, and I don't expect it to happen tonight. So these two right here, Barnes and Spillane, have real bump potential. They may be bumped by the time you see this. That being the case, not to worry, I got you back. I'm going to go ahead and plug in 2 additional picks to kind of use as backups just in case. The first one being Tracy Walker over 5.5 tackles and assists. So obviously that's the only football game tonight, so he's going to be up against the Raiders. Walker had, let's see, I think I have his stat news pulled up. Yes, I do. So he has been over this line at 5.5. 1, 2, 3. Let's pull up all of his game history. I think he was hurt in the first 2 weeks. They may have gotten him a little bit of limited time in on week 1. He was out. Week 2 wasn't in there. Week 3 on though, he's hit this line in 1, 2, 3 out of his last 5. So we like him, and the odds are in his favor at -120. Not the greatest number, but I feel solid about it. I think he'll have a great game tonight, whether the Raiders are throwing the ball or running it. Either way, he's in the great position at free safety to be able to be involved in the action, and fully expect him to go over 5.5 tackles and assists tonight. So that's your first bump replacement. Second one is going to be from the World Series as well. There's a couple more that I love, but I think we're going to stick with this one right here. Evan Carter over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's a rookie for the Rangers, but he's got a great matchup as well. He'll be up against Brandon... This guy, Brandon Pfaadt, I think is what I've heard the announcers call him. Brandon Pfaadt. So Pfaadt has pitched amazing in the postseason. Way above what he normally does. But at the same time, Evan Carter has also raised his game up to a stellar level. I fully expect him to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs tonight against the Diamondbacks. So one more time, let's go over what we got so far. Jimmy Butler over 16.5 points. That's the discounted prop that I actually like. I feel pretty good about, as opposed to some of the other ones here lately. Scotty Barnes over 17.5 points. Love that against Portland. Robert Spillane over 7.5 tackles and assists. Love that against Detroit. And then Corbin Carroll over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against Texas. Feel free to take these other 2 bump replacements that I'm calling them and plug them in if you don't like. If you don't want to do any baseball props. I know there's a lot of you out there that feel that way. Man, I hate baseball. It's boring. Okay, fair enough. Use Walker instead of Carroll. If you're not a big football fan, which are you even American? Hey. That's fine, no problem. I'm a huge baseball fan myself, so if you're feeling confident about the Carroll and the Carter picks, pop those in instead of the footballs. Whatever you guys want to do. If you just don't like basketball, why are you even watching this? Because we're mainly a basketball channel. This discount, I think you want to hop on that. I'm thinking that's probably going to be pretty good. If you're not liking that, feel free to mix and match here out of these 6 all you want. Use all 6. I did. I made a 6-banger. I fully expected to cash, so... let's roll, baby. Official 4 picks are Jimmy Butler over 16.5 points, Scotty Barnes over 17.5 points, Robert Spillane over 7.5 tackles and assists, and Corbin Carroll over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Bump replacements. Tracy Walker over 5.5 tackles and assists, Evan Carter over 1.5 hits, RBIs. Lock them in. Let's go. Get excited. It's payback day. Time to make PrizePicks pay for their transgressions yesterday, taking our money. Hate that, but as you can see from our history, and if you guys are new to the channel and all that, but you've been here in the past few days, we win. We get that money. We want you to get that money with us. The best way to do that, because of course this is not the only ticket that we're putting out today. Come join the Discord, guys. $14.99 a month. The link, the Patreon link that you need to pay, and then you get instant access to our Discord, is pinned in the comments down below, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we put out on a daily basis now that basketball's back. Yeah! And check out that pinned link in the comments below, right? And good luck tonight, and I'm JohnPick with SharpBets DFS. Let's get that money, son.